Hello everybody, I'm Cliff Van Winkle with Troxler Electronic Laboratories. I'm the product manager for all the lab equipment here, and today we're going to be demonstrating how to run the IDEAL Plus. So, when you get your IDEAL Plus, you're going to get this cart and this load frame already attached, and then a computer with it, and then you'll just hook that all up. When I'm running the test, first thing I want to do is I want to turn on the unit. So what this does is that it energizes all the components under there, and it takes about 30 seconds for all the energy to equalize. So while we're waiting for that to warm up, I'll just point out a few things. So this is your load frame right here. On top you have a hydraulic cylinder that moves the head. Right here is your load cell, so that's what measures the actual pressure on your sample. And then we have our two LLDs, or our LVDTs here, that measure the displacement. And we have two of them here so that we could take the average, and then we actually get the actual displacement right along the sample. Right here we have our emergency stop, so if anything gets in trouble, just quickly push that. And then when everything is cleared, pull up on it and just make sure that there's a yellow line, and then you'll know that the e-stop is disengaged. All right, and then we come over to the laptop, which is where all the information and the test will be run. So looking for the TestQuip icon, find that, and I double click on it, and up pops this folder. So it has 4 folders in there. We have applications, calibration, results, and user guide. The applications, this is where all the program files are stored for all the different tests. Calibration file, that's where the calibration report is. So if you're getting your lab certified, that's where you can find those documents that you need. Results, this is where all the results for all the tests are stored. And then there's a folder with user guides. And in here there are PDFs of the different tests and specifically how to run them. All right, so we're running a test. So we're gonna go up to applications, double click on that, and then we're gonna see IDEAL, iFit, SCB, LSU, test rate, and then TSR, tensile strength ratio. And these are all the tests that can be run with this single unit right here. So we're running the IDEAL CT. So we will click on that, and up will pop up the project file, and then so we'll just double click on that. And up will come this screen right here. So what we're seeing here is a digital readout of the force, and that's actually negative because it's measuring the weight of the load head on there. And then displacement, and that's the height that it's at right now. And then we have a graph of those two things going on in real time. When running a test, I always go up to this test advisor. So this is going to tell me exactly what I need to do next. And right now it says fill in the test information on the left and then press next. Okay, so this is the test information over here. So I will put my name in here, which is Clint, and tab organization, I will put in Troxler. Tab down, specimen ID, so I'm going to use the specimen right here, which is number D-2A. Tab again, comments, no need to put a comment here for this test. So now I will press next. All right. So now it's asking me to enter the file name. So up pops where I will store my results. So I'm going to store that in the results folder. And then the file name I want it to save at it. And it's already put the specimen ID in the file name right here. So all I have to do is open that results file, and that's where that will be stored. All right, back up to my test advisor. It says press next to enter the specimen information. So I will press next, and up pops a window here where I can put in my specimen parameters. Specific gravity for this test was 2.344. Tab down, air voids were 7.1. Tab down again. This is a 62 millimeter height sample, and tab again, and of course it's 150 diameter. All right, so I will click continue there. All right, so press next, or back up to the test advisor. It says press next to turn power on. This is gonna turn on the hydraulics. So I'm gonna press next, and then we'll hear the hydraulics turn on. There they go. All right, so now that our hydraulic pump's on, we can begin to run our test. press next to ramp to an install position. So press next, and we can see the displacement going to 25, and that will just give me enough space to insert my sample. All right, so now back up to Test Advisor. It says insert and align specimen. So I'll take my specimen D-2A, go ahead and put that in there on the allotment head. Make sure it's nice and square with the world, and then come back to my laptop. So I align that, and I'll press next now. This is the jogging head load. I want to continue there, and then it says press start to begin test. All right, now the load frame is applying pressure to the sample, and then we go back to our laptop once it's done that and click yes to run the test. All right, run the test, and it breaks the sample. All right, so there we have our finished sample, and if we go back to our laptop, we'll see here all our test results. So this is all going to be here, and then it will also be saved in the results file where we stored it during the test. All right, well, thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed learning how to run the IDEAL CT test on the IDEAL Plus. Thank you.